Okay, today I'm coming back at a topic that I spoke upon a couple of days ago. It's about blocking your blessings. And Philippians 4 and 13 said, I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthened me. We have heard this stated so many times. It's called do it. Fulfill your dreams. Do whatever it is that God has laid upon your heart to do. There is no one standing in your way. And I want to correct this, that there is only one person that's standing in that way, and that's you. You're standing in your own way. You can be your biggest critic. Stop procrastinating, stop doing, and start doing. If there is something in your life that you want to accomplish, that you want to do, then I have one message for you on today. Do it. You have that choice. Do it. One, self-pride. Do you remember the old saying that our ancestors once said, you never know until you try. Until you try something. We have our minds programmed for failure. We expect the worst before we even try to do what we need to do. Do you ever think about how many talents, how many dreams, how many goals, how many business, how many gifts, how many jobs, how many relationships, and so much more go to the grave with people? Fear is a roadblock that's stopping us from experiencing the life for which we were created by God to live. Then we talk about pride, being able to admit our failures, our wrongdoing, which will enable us to get back up and keep going when we fail. Because in Proverbs 24 and 16, it says, the righteous may fall 7 times, but still get up. But the wicked will stumble into trouble. So we sometimes allow pride to keep us down so longer than we have to be because of that pride. And then unbelief. James 1 and 8 says, a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. When we have doubts, we have belief, then doubt, then belief. We are what you call a double-minded person. We need to remain constant in belief no matter what's going on, no matter how a situation may look, no matter how the circumstances may turn out. We need to stay stable-minded. We have a choice to decide if we are going to be believers or we're going to be doubters. Don't you know that God can restore your faith in areas that you are stumbling in? Do not be ashamed to confess this to God. It is necessary to move forward. And then unforgiveness. Whenever you stand up to pray, if you have something against anyone or someone, forgive so that your Father in heaven may forgive you of your wrongdoings. Matthew 11 and 25. Being able to forgive is so important, not just because God commanded it, but for your well-being as well. Unforgiveness emotionally ties you to a person for as long as you are carrying a grudge. Think of it as a such thing as having like a scratch or scar on your hand. When the scar starts to heal, then you begin to peel it. You know how sometimes we peel on them old sores? That's what unforgiveness does. It stops your healing process. And then negatively, thoughts can become negative words. And we know words have power. Negative thinking can help us to captive. We can unknowingly choke our own blessings with negative thoughts. We tend to think that if we expect the worst, then we would not be disappointed if things do not turn out the way we had hoped it to turn out to be. It's time to stop speaking in a way that is in consonance with what we want. Life is better when we keep a positive mindset. And then holding on to the past. Stop holding on to the past. Living in the past, refusing to move on only hinders growth and blessings. While you try to hold on to whatever it may be, it can be them people, bad decisions, old habits. Let's not talk about, oh my God, relationships that were not meant to be. Oh my God, let it go. Let it go. Especially when God is trying to make room for the right one to come into your life. And then 6, guilt. Guilt is the devil's favorite. It's the favorite tool for Satan. He loves to remind us of our mistakes. If we would only take a deep breath, please, for heaven's sake, try to avoid those if-only syndromes. You know, we get, oh my God, we had them if-only syndromes a lot in life. If only I had done this, or only I had not done this. Guilt only reminds us of who we were yesterday, not who we are going to be tomorrow. Our God gives us daily, but we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. There are times, many a times, that we have to learn from our mistakes and face those consequences that we have brought to the dinner table. Get up from that table. Learn from those mistakes and move forward and move beyond them, because that's what God